All right, so in this lesson, we are going to talk about transitioning up from the baseline to the non-volley zone. Now, this is a key skill no matter what level you are in. You'll notice the advanced players and the really good players do this really well. So this is what we're going to talk about today, how to actually transition from the baseline to the non-volley zone without rushing. I see lots and lots of players after their third shot drop, they rush in and get caught somewhere in the transition zone, and the ball either gets slammed at their feet or gets pushed somewhere around their feet or their body, and they can't get that ball down, and that ball ends up going to the net or into the green zone right for their opponent to smash. All right, so here I am at the baseline, and as you know, as the serving team, whether my partner or I serve the ball, we have to let that second ball bounce, okay? So obviously, if the returning team is doing a good job, they're going to be returning really deep into the court. Now, if that happens, I'm forced to take my third shot, whether I hit a drive or a drop, I'm forced to take it way back here. Now, from here to the non-volley zone is a good ways to go, right? So even if I hit my third shot here, I'm not going to be faster than the ball. So I know our mentality, and a lot of people are told, get to the line, get to the line. But what ends up happening when I see a lot of the lower and intermediate levels, they hit their third shot and they're sprinting full force, and they're getting caught in here because they're not stopping, you know, they're not split stepping, getting ready for the ball. But really, the main focus for them is to get right up at the non-volley zone line. What I'm going to talk about and what I'm going to show you today is that even the best players, they hit their shot, they come in quickly, they're really patient, and they get to a good spot where they know that they can handle the ball, and they know from this position, good players are always going to hit you balls at your feet when you are in this position. Now, if you're hitting the third shot drop from deep at the baseline there, you're going to have to hit a ball or two in this transition zone. This is why in a lot of our videos we practice the reset shot, and we practice shots low down here, because from this position all it takes is one good ball that you could get down into the non-volley zone so that we can come all the way up at the line. And now we're in a neutral positioning. Now you'll see all the four players up here at the non-volley zone line in a dink rally. Hi, if you're really liking this content, go ahead and give this video a like. It really helps us out. Now, let's get right back to the video. So before we start and show you the right way to do it, first we're going to show you a couple clips of what I see a lot of players doing, and this is the way not to do it. All right, so as you can see right there, if I'm hitting my third shot drop well behind that baseline over there, for me to get all the way up to the non-volley zone before that fourth shot is hit by the team at the net, it's very difficult to do that. So instead of me expending all my energy sprinting up to the line, another way that you could do it, actually what all the pros do really well, is that they hit, they move efficiently and quickly, and then they come to a stop or a split step, and that allows them to be in really good position so that they can reset that ball with accuracy, keep it in that non-volley zone or around that non-volley zone line so that they can safely come up to the net. Now remember, your goal is to get to the non-volley zone line, but you want to do it in a wise way, and you don't want to expend all this energy just rushing right up to the line after your third shot drop. All right, so what we want to do is we want to hit our shot, get to our spot, or get to a good spot we know that we can handle the ball, try to come up and gain as much ground as we can, come to a split step, and then control that ball. And then from that position, we would only be a few steps from the line. So now let's show you a few examples of that transition from the baseline to the non-volley zone. And instead of sprinting, we're going to do it in a way that we're stopping, setting our feet, getting into a good split step, and then now resetting the balls from midcourt. All right, so as you saw in those clips, notice that I am moving quickly, but well before that ball's coming back, I'm in a balanced, ready position with my paddle in a good ready position, and I have a good control over my balance in my body, so that's why I can hit accurate shots. You notice too that I'm not sprinting, right? I'm doing really well in control of my body, moving forward and then decelerating, coming to a split step, so I can then hit that ball and then proceed again. All right, so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through a little drill that I use with a lot of my students, and this is called the checkpoint drill or the split step drill, okay? Now, like I said and like I showed you, if the returns are coming really deep, close to the baseline, which the returners should be trying to hit, if I'm hitting my third shot back here, I'm going to have to hit some shots in the transition. So I don't want to expend all my energy, like I said before, rushing to the line. So I have these two checkpoints. Sometimes it takes two to get up to the line, two reset shots in this transition zone. Sometimes it only takes one. But in this scenario, I'm just going to try to move, fairly slow, really, and I don't need to, and what I'm trying to show you you don't need to rush into the net as long as you're controlled, and then you can handle the shots, right? So if you have trouble with these shots, we're going to link a video right above and in this description below so that you know how to handle these, all right? But we want to be able to handle these shots efficiently so that we can then hit that shot and then come all the way up to the non-volley zone line. All right, so we have the first checkpoint right here. Now I have this first one about 4 to 6 feet in from the baseline, okay? Notice that I'm not just coming in a foot or two. I really want to hit my first shot, get through the first 4 to 6 feet, split step. I want to make it to, this is pretty good positioning. This is probably the furthest back that I want to be, okay? So this is a good reset shot right here. Now if I hit a good shot and I could run all the way up to the line, I'll do that. But sometimes I'll have to hit this shot, whether it's a forehand or backhand, come up a step or two, and then I could reset another shot and then safely get in. It's all about moving and coming in when you're forcing a ball, a low contact point for your opponent, all right? So we don't want to send balls, obviously, that they can smash down. We really want to be selective when we're moving in and being smart with our movement and our approach to the non-volley zone line. All right, so that's how I practice it, and that's how someone like you can practice this shot and this transition from the baseline to the non-volley zone. Remember, as you're moving up in levels and as you're getting better and better, it's going to be harder and harder to get up to the non-volley zone line. Players are going to be hitting with a lot of topspin. They're going to be rolling balls at your feet, and that's why we need to be under control, making sure that we're split stepping and also that we're balanced so that we can hit good shots that are descending down into our opponent's non-volley zone so that we can get up to the net and then dominate from there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold on me and won't let go. I've been sleeping. me off my guard, 'cause you're in my space and now